Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of the most mediocre gameplay. Actually, this war is, except for one fight, pretty great. This is War 6 of Season 44. Here we've got a little baby devil. Just a little devil food cake against my big daddy Kingpin. This dude doesn't stand a chance. The only way he's going to hurt me is if I get caught by an SP1 or maybe push him red. And I'm not going to do that. As you can tell, this fight is ending pretty quickly. I'm not really worried about his incinerates. Don't want to be stupid about it, but, you know, I'm not afraid of the devil. That old devil. As you can see, he is getting his butt kicked and down he goes. So, no healing for him. Just die. Here we've got another Lord of Darkness here. We've got Null, the god of the symbiotes. And Null is still a little tricky to me. I don't want to deal with his SP1. If possible, if I have to, I'm going to deal with his SP2, but to be honest, I'm not remembering him throwing many specials this fight. I know it's a quick fight, but let's see if he throws specials. So he does throw his SP1. I just take it on the block like a good little boy. I'm playing smart, and then I'm going to beat him up a little bit. I don't think he throws another special. I think I get him here with some crits. Yeah, there we go. And down he goes with the degen. Finished off there with a little cane action to the face. Not feeling very friendly. Here we've got an Iron Doom on Hazard Shift, which you know that just makes Kingpin so angry. He gets his overpower charge so fast. We're already at, what, whole bunch? No, we're already at overpower. Like 5 seconds into the fight, we're at overpower, which means we're going to be hitting him like a Mack truck. I don't remember if he even throws one special here in this fight. Already got him to about half health. I'm just waiting. Oh, I just stood there while I took a heavy to the face. That's fun. I'm saying, okay, you can throw your special one, you can throw your special two, whatever you want, Iron Doom. Throw it, though. Don't do nothing. So I'm like, okay, you're not going to do it. I'm just going to punish you. Here's some degen and a cane. And we'll see if he ever throws that SP2. I don't think he does. Yeah, I intercept him nicely. There he goes. And I heal back up after that heavy. That felt good. Kingpin healing up that ancillary damage taken. So nice. So here we've got a Misty Knight, the beautiful young detective lady with her lovely haircut. I still don't really understand her kit. I know at some point she evades, but I don't know what's the sign for that. I don't know what to look for. So I'll let her just kind of hit into my block and then bait the heavy. That's the plan here. But I want to put the degen on, but it doesn't go on. It doesn't apply for some reason. Not exactly sure. You might be yelling at your screen that you know exactly why I didn't apply, but I don't know. I'm sorry. So I used to face her a ton in a queue and got good at evading the SP1. I have no idea how to evade that SP2. That thing is terrifying. Goodness gracious. So thankfully that fight is over. Next fight is going to be on the mini boss row. I'm going to fight a Gore the God Butcher. And I'm going to do that with my rank 5 hood, 6200, baby. And I got to be honest, this fight is pretty good, except for one very big mistake. Well, other than that one. Other than that mistake, I totally forgot about that. So I want to put the bullets on him. That pushes me red, which I didn't want. I want to stay at the SP2, but you know, he has so many personal buffs that it pushed me red. So there we go. I lost some power there, and then I'm red again. So let's see if I try to detonate those bullets. Yeah, I do. Does pretty good damage. I want to hold him to his SP1 because I do not like his SP2. As you'll see, I have good reason for not liking his SP2. I have no idea what to do with it. I'm trying to apply some bullets there. I've only got a couple right now. I'm trying to hold him to his SP1, but this node can push him unblockable. So now he's unblockable. Do I notice it? Yeah, he's unblockable and he goes right into his SP2, so there's nothing I can do. Not happy there. And I go SP2 on him. Very, very fortunate that that SP2 didn't kill me. Throw my SP2 again and down goes Gore the God Butcher. That's going to be my only hood fight. So I think I was playing a little too loose because I knew that was going to be my only hood fight for this war. Now you're about to see someone make a mistake. The mistake was putting Korg on a hazard shift fight because that's just begging. That is just begging Kingpin to come and ruin your day. And that's what's going to happen to this nice, chunky rock boy. 7-star, unduped, but still on a hazard shift lane, not where you want your Korgs. In a world where Kingpin lives, and he likes to eat. Didn't know Kingpin liked to eat rocks, but I guess he does, because he is making a meal of this stony lad. So here comes SB1. Want to evade it. Very nice. Good job, me. I'm not one of those YouTubers that's all like, we evaded it. Like, we? Who's we? Who's we? No, you did it. So, I will not be speaking in the third person. Yeah, I don't really care if Korg's throwing SB1s or SB2s. SB2 is probably a little easier. SB1 can get tricky every once in a while, but that went just fine. So here we are on Boss Island, I guess we're calling it. I asked my teammates if anyone wanted this maul, because I didn't really have just an awesome counter. And no one responded. So I was like, well, dang it. Okay, I'll take this. And as you can see, I had a pretty good strategy for this fight. And then something happens that I won't give away. It happens here in a little bit. So I dueled my own 7-star Maw a few times with a low star rank Kingpin. And I was like, okay, so I want to let him hit into my block. Oh, and now my dad's calling. And I'm like, man, I'm like 99% sure that's... So I take some degen. Great. I'm like 99% sure I have Do Not Disturb on, and my dad's calling. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? So that rattles me, I'll be honest. So now I'm throwing specials into blocks. It's just not going well, right? Just, I'm really just kind of like, what is happening? What is happening? So I'm trying to keep an eye on the falter counter, and I'm still a little shaken, but I'm trying to recover. I'm recovering, okay? So, oh, and then Dad calls on the phone. Before it was an app call, a video call, and now it's a phone call. So, gosh. And I'm sitting here going like, I put Do Not Disturb on. And I'm just, you might be saying like, hey, Noxie, calm down. You still have almost 50% of your health. Just chill. Just chill. You're at overpower. Things are going good. But man, I am just rattled. So I do what I'm supposed to do here. I take the SB2 into the block. I didn't want to throw him to an SB2, but I knew that if I did push him there, I was going to just take it in the block. And so everything's kind of recovered now, but I am so used to when I fight Maw ending it way before we get to this point. And so I'm not really 100% sure what he is going to do. I noticed that there's no falter counter anymore, and I'm like, what is this? What does that mean? Does that mean anything I do could degen me? I'm just really not sure. I know it might sound stupid. He's been in the game forever, but whenever I fight him, the fight's over before now. And so because I got rattled and played poorly and got distracted, so now I've got the falter on. I noticed that. Okay, so I played that well. I just don't have any idea of when he can falter me now because there's no counter. I know he's always focused, so I knew that. He's got the focus symbol up now. The fight's gone on long enough to where he's going to be focused the rest of the fight. I throw another SB1 into block. He degens me, picks me, dead. There I check right there that I do have Do Not Disturb on. I'm just like, what happened? I just couldn't get it out of my head. You might go, well, that's weak-minded or something. I have to revive Kingpin. And, of course, I beat him in 4 hits or whatever. 5 hits, great. But that's the reality. I want to show you both the good and the bad, and that was the bad. I got rattled. My dad called. Of course, it's not my dad's fault. He really needed to get a hold of me. Don't worry, I did call him later and find out what was up. It was just a dad thing, nothing urgent. So now the fight here is with Baron Zemo. And I'll be honest, I don't have a great strategy for Zemo here. The strategy is literally this. Punch into his block, push him to his SP1, punish the SP1, and do not push him to SP2. And don't take a ton of damage into your block if you can keep it. If you can keep from it. So that's really the strat. You might go, that's kind of stupid and simple. But that's what I came up with. I'm like, I know Kingpin can do this fight. I do not want to face his SP2. So I'm going to push him to the SP1 pretty frequently, and then just punish that. And that's where I'll get my hits in. I know my degen for my SP1 will not take because he has that cleanse mechanic. He's got those 5 cleanse charges that reset after a period of time, so it really can't be relying on the SP1 to do anything. I wonder if this is a fight where the SP2 would have been a better call. I don't think I ever throw the SP2. I know that the SP1 isn't going to degen him, but I'm just very comfortable with that mechanic. So I just stuck with throwing the SP1s knowing that he wouldn't get the degen. And he's, so far, very, very thankfully throwing those SP1s into nothingness. So here we've got the striker, and down goes Zemo, and I end the fight with a full yellow bar. Okay, so now we've got a 7-star rank 2 Dom, that is a scary lady, my friends. That is a scary defender. I have the highest possible Nimrod. Well, no, that's not true. He's not ascended. I have a rank 5 Sig 200 Nimrod. And the fight strat is when she needs to throw some punches into your block, just absorb it and let her throw either one of her specials. Try to be careful when she's got that lucky icon like she does right now. Okay, that just fell off. So now you can punish freely. And of course, we're going to try to maximize the shock damage on the SP2. So here we've got that. I'm going to push it into the eradicate mode. Boom. Here comes SP2 damage. Look at that beautiful damage. Didn't do as much as I was expecting, honestly, but still a nice chunk, right? So I'm taking a lot of damage into my block, which I'm okay with. I went into the fight knowing I was going to take that damage, but I want to be rewarded by her throwing a heavy at the end of it, right? So there's a heavy, thank you. I didn't punish her off the striker because she was lucky, and I was just worried enough to not go in. I think it would have been okay, but better safe than sorry sometime. So now she's got that SP2. I'm not afraid of that. Just throw it, girl. There we go. Thank you very much. She's not lucky, so I'm very comfortable going into punish. I've got my SP2. Throw it right away, and it's going to do another big old chunk of damage. Got her down to about, what, about a third of her life left. She's punching a whole lot into that block and not throwing heavies. I want to see those. There we go. There's a heavy attack. The fight so far is going, it's just long. It's a long, cumbersome fight. You know how Domino drags fights on. She is tricky. So everything's going well. Oof, she evaded right up there because she went lucky. The SP1's no problem to evade. Just back up once more. No problem. So everything here, just bait the block, bait the heavy. Trying to get to that SP2 again. I've got my striker. Do I notice that? Let's see. I'm not sure. I do have my striker available to me. Throw the heavy. Thank you very much. Go in and punish. I could have thrown that SP2, but just playing it safe, I didn't. Now I'll throw the SP2. Boom, boom, boom. Does that take her out? I'm pretty sure it does. So the strategy worked like a charm. Took a ton of damage into the block, but down goes Dom. Had that one crazy fight with my dad calling with Mom, but then lost my composure and then recovered it nicely. So y'all come back for war number 7. Y'all have a good one. Bye.